Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha Vakratundaha Surpatarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha Suklam Bharadaram Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannabadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyadvaradavakradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Lignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamastraye Akandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darsritam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Ajnanativirandhasya Jnanananjana Shalakaya Chakshuhu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatkinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darsitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine Krishnadvaipayanam Vyasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam Vedabjabhaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Now, with Swami Kriya, we will start chapter 11 in Skandham 3, third Skandham, 11th Adhyayam, where in answer to where he says, in the last slokam of the previous Adhyayam, Maitreya says, now I will speak to you about the subject of Vamsa, the lineage, and the Manvantaras, the age of Manus, the time period of Manus is what he says, right? And in the previous chapter, let me tell you 1 minute. Okay, he says, Pravakshami Vamsan Manvantarani cha Ataha Param Pravakshami Vamsan Manvantarani cha Evam Rajaha Tutaha Srashta Kalpadishu Atmabhuhu Harihi Srijati Mogha Sankalpa Srijati Amogha Sankalpa, actually Amogha Sankalpa Atma Eva Atmanam Atmana Srijati Amogha Sankalpa Atma Eva Atmanam Atmana. So that will be the last sloka. Now starting in the 11th chapter, in the 11th Adhyayam, I should use the word Adhyayam rather than chapter because they mean different things. So the 11th Adhyayam, Maitreya continues, Maitreya Uvacha. Now, before we go into the slokams, just picture for a second. If this is what the creation is all about, as we briefly learned, there are 10 types of creations that takes place. 6 of them Prakriti that we covered, and then there is Vaikruti, the gross formation comes up, right? So how does the subtle, invisible aspects of creation, that is in the Prakriti envelope, how does it turn into the gross aspect in the Vaikruti? So many types of plants, the animals, the human beings, all the things that we saw, they're all gross. They're all visible, cognizable. But the Prakriti aspect is not cognizable, right? Tanmatra or aham, the feeling of I sense, the mahat tattvam, the operating modus operandi of prema. These are all not cognizable with the senses, right? So the gross and the subtle. How does the thing happen like this? Right? And everything is now, nothing is devoid of Bhagavan. If the Bhagavan is present in everything, that is the last very important thing that you should never forget. Again, I mentioned it yesterday also in Slokam number 29, the previous Adhyayam. Atmayeva Atmanam Atmana. Atmayeva Atmanam Atmana. That is present in everything that happens. Then the question comes, how come the invisible things becomes visible? The non-cognizable with the senses, right? Indriyangal came about. We saw that, right? As part of the Prakriti. But the Tanmatras that are in the Panchabhutangal, that is also invisible, uncognizable, but they combine together in a way, all of a sudden the Indriyangal can cognize them. How does it happen? That is the next question, the implicit. If you're really, really interested in understanding appearances and disappearances that we see in life, right? Things appear and things disappear also. What exactly is happening? We have been taught that the Panchabhutangal combine and then form into the gross material object, and that we can perceive. Then at the end of their life, they dissolve back into the Panchabhutangal. Right? We have been taught this. How does this happen? Right? Now, our rishis, that is one aspect. The second thing is, and when we talk about time, okay, we know what time it is, 9 o'clock, 9:05, whatever it is. Then we also we calculate it in terms of minutes and seconds and hours and all that, right? All those things we know for days and weeks and stuff like that. Now, can you go smaller than a second? Then we say, okay, millisecond, right? A microsecond, right? Like that we can go. Then today there is also what is known as an atomic clock, okay, where the atomic clock, the name is very interesting because the Bhagavatam talks about an atomic clock. That's a different type of atomic clock, okay, that I'm going to share with you now. But the atomic clock we talk about is for the precision, because every instrument, everything created, they actually lose a little bit of time, right? They don't keep up with. So in order to correct it and to get the precision, we go through extreme length, but we have not avoided the error. We have only minimized and made the error smaller, that's all. But the atomic clock that the Maitreya talks about in this Adhyayam is unbelievable. That is a fundamental insight into the relationship between time and the invisible becoming visible and the visible becoming invisible. This is what happens in our life, right? We say I'm living for 98 years and then I disappear. There is a question of time associated with it. Time is always there as a function of when things appear and when things disappear. We may call it whatever it is, but it is time only. So what is the relationship between time and things that appear and the creation, so to speak, okay? The time and creation, if you were to look at it. And that is where the Maitreya starts its very first slokam. Now, the moment we talk of creation, now we're thinking of gross manifestation, things that are cognized, perceived, heard, seen, smelt, okay, with the Indriyangal that we have. Right? That is what we're talking of. So for that he says, even we know in the science that we study today, because we study in the science today, we immediately accept it. But this has been given in Bhagavatam thousands and thousands of years ago, before science came up to the same finding. Because the rishis knew. Rishis know much more than what we know even today. And what do they say? There is a fundamental, indivisible, the basic unit in we call the ultimate material particle, if you would. Okay? Before any combination of that particle takes place, and that is in a state, that is in a being, okay, before any cause and effect and all comes, it is there in its original state. And it's an irreducible unit. Okay? But because it combines in so many ways, it gives man the false idea that the combined substance, the combined object, is separate from that fundamental irreducible unit. So, point one, and I'll explain to you in an even simpler way as you go through. The reason I'm giving you a little bit of introduction so that you can appreciate the slokam that's going to come. Now, that is point one. Now, point two is, if this unit is in this irreducible, fundamental, ultimate state before it started combining with anything else, but it's in its own natural condition as the ultimate particle, then that is the best cognition, best understanding, best view of that. And in that state, it is simple and it is persisting always. Okay? With this brief introduction, we take up the first two slokams. This irreducible unit is called Paramanu in Sanskritam. Okay? And we call it as an atom, okay, in English. But basically, you and I know the whole universe came from, the science discovery is that it came from one base fundamental unit, which is the hydrogen atom. The basic unit is hydrogen atom. Then it combines with itself, becomes a hydrogen molecule. Okay? But the fundamental unit is H1 only, and everything is built upon that. Then you have so many elements, what we call as natural elements, so many combinations, and so many things can happen because of that, isn't it? The gross object. If you can picture it that way, then we can take up slokam number 1 and see what the Rishi says, even thousands and thousands of years ago. Charamaha sat visheshanam anekah sayutaha sada paramanuhu saha vigneyah nirnam aikya brahmo mataha. See, this vigneyah is important. Nirnam aikya is very important, the oneness. Every element, whether it is carbon, or whether it is silicon, whether it is mercury, or whatever you want to call it, right, or chlorine, they can be reduced to hydrogen atom. Because that's a fundamental atom. We know that. That's what he's talking of. Charamaha sat visheshanam anekah asamyutaha sada paramanuhu saha vigneyah nridam aikya brahmo mataha. Charamaha means ultimate. We say charama slokam, sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Bhagavad Gita, the slokam is called charama slokam, the ultimate slokam, because that was the last slokam and the final some bonum of all the teaching that Bhagavan gave. That's called the charama slokam in Bhagavad Gita, or the ultimate. Sat, Sat means effect. Visheshana means various symptoms that appear because of cause and effect. Anekaha means many. Asamyutaha, not mixed with anything. Sada, always. So, what are we talking of? Without any symptom of cause and effect. Cause and effect is the one that causes changes. But if it's changeless, there is no cause, there is no effect. Okay? So, it becomes many. Because of cause and effect, it becomes many. But it actually remains asamyutaha means ultimate, the irreducible part. That is paramanu. It's called paramanu. Saha, that one, vigneyaha, to be understood. To be understood. So very important. Now, vigneyaha aikya. That is the oneness. Aikya means oneness. You see, this is very important. Samam, aikyam, these are all oneness in everything. We talk of, Swami, where are you present? As one. I'm present in the atoms. Simple. The fundamental atom in everything I come across, that is exactly one, isn't it? It is not two. So that is also Bhagavan is present. And in the gross manifestation I'm talking of, then permutation, combination, the objects appear different. But fundamentally, if I apply my brain and intelligence, I say, yeah, that's only atom only. So I have the same atom, he has the same atom, and that atom is a manifestation of the oneness of Bhagavan. Okay, Saha Aikya Vigneya. Now, because this Paramanu combines in different ways, it gives rise to different forms and objects. Nurnam Brahmo Mataha. The human beings get confused. They get dazzled. They forget to look at the oneness and they look at the differences. So this is the first sloka. Charamaha sat visheshanam anekaha asamyutaha sada paramanuhu saha vigneyaha nunam aikya brahmo mataha. Number 2. Sataha eva padarthasya swarupa avastitasya yat kaivalyam paramamahan avisheshaha nirantaraha. Sataha, the truth. Satyat padarthasya pada arthasya, all the objects that we come across. Okay, what is the essence of it? Pada arthasya sataka eva, that paramanu is the essence. That is, paramanu is also swarupa avastitasya yat, which yat means which. Swarupa avastitasya, it is existing in its natural swarupam, its own form, which is nothing but prema. Okay, the essence of attraction that is present in that atom. That is why everything attracts us. Swarupa avastitasya. That is the pada artham. That is the essence of all the things that we see. That paramanu is kaivalyam. Kaivalyam means oneness, aikyam. That is parama, that is supreme. Mahan, that is great. Avisheshaha appears in different forms. And it is nirantaraha, always there, in all times, eternal. Okay? Even in a dead body, okay, we call it as dead. We say it's lifeless. That is not true. It has also got life. The only thing is, when we say a body is dead, because it doesn't move about the way that you and I are used to, right? But the atoms in that body, the atom in the skin, the atom inside, whatever it is, they're all, the electron is revolving around. The chemical reactions are taking place. So we call it as decay, right? But chemical reaction is taking place. And then, given a certain amount of time, that disappears. There's all the thing formed, and all of a sudden that disappears into the basic 5 elements. Okay? And then, in the course of time, the 5 elements combine and another appearance comes. This is what is happening. So that this paramanu is nirantaram. It is aikyam. It is kaivalyam. It is paramam. It is mahan. Okay, and that is the essence of padarthasya yat, which is the essence of all the various padangal. Padangal here means various objects that we come across, which is swarupa vasitasya. It is existing in its own natural swarupam. Okay, that but appears avisheshaha in different forms. It does through combination. Satahayeva padarthasya swarupa avastitasya yat kaivalyam paramamahan avisheshaha nirantaraha. Okay, so far I think it must be clear for you to understand. I think now let us move on to slokam number 3. So in slokam 3, where is the connection between this and time? Now, just like substances are composed of atoms, and substances are reducible to the atomic level, and they cannot be reduced to below that. We're talking of the atomic level where the combination takes place. Okay? Same way, time also is both gross and subtle. Subtle aspect of time we know, okay? Because the time is very powerful. You know that because kalaya namaha, kala rupaya namaha, kalaya namaha, kala damanaya namaha. See, the Bhagavan is a form of time itself. So time is all powerful. And it is one aspect, one Shakti of Bhagavan himself. It's imperceivable, right? But time, while it is imperceivable, and if I focus on the current moment, time actually expands. It occupies everything. That is omnipresence. But this imperceivable, imperceptible time is perceivable when it is seen or experienced as engulfing the various substances. Simple. So the moment I say that the time that encompasses my body, let us say, is X years, right? And somebody tells us Y years. So the time becomes perceivable that way. Or we say 24 hours, this night is 7 hours. Like that, then if I associate it with these substances, the imperceivable time becomes perceivable. So it is both gross and subtle. That's the first time he mentions that. Evam kalaha api anumitaha saukshmye sthaulye cha satama samsthana bhuktya Bhagavan avyaktaha vyakta bhuk vibhuhu. Evam kalaha api anumitaha saukshmaye sthaulye cha satama samsthana bhuktya Bhagavan avyaktaha vyakta bhuk vibhuhu. So evam kalaha, here in this time, kalaha api, this time also, anumitaha, it's measured, understood. Saukshmaye, it is very subtle. Sthaulye, in gross forms. Both, it is understood. Satama, a noble one, Maitreya is addressing Vidura. Samsthana bhuktya. See, the book is very interesting. We call bhukta also means to enjoyment. But here, the word means Bhagavan, the enjoyment of Bhagavan, because remember, he is the one who is separating himself from himself. So, samsthana bhuktya. Bhuktya means in combination of different atoms. Okay? Bhagavan vibhuhu avyaktaha vyakta bhuk. The avyaktaha, beyond mind, beyond the ability to conceive, beyond the ability to imagine, which is what avyaktam is, right? And immeasurable and all that. That Bhagavan vibhuhu vyakta bhuk, he becomes perceivable and manifestable and cognizable. Okay? And this time, kalaha, is Bhagavan vibhuhu, that is Bhagavan himself. And vyakta bhuk, because of associated with all the various vyaktas, in other words, all the manifested things, it becomes perceivable. Actually, it is also avyaktam. It is also imperceivable. Okay. Evam kalaha api anumitaha saukshmaye sthaulye cha sattam samsthana bhuktya Bhagavan avyaktaha vyakta bhuk vibhuhu. Number 4. Saha kalaha paramanuhu vai yaha bhunkte paramanutam satah avisesha bhuk yaha tu saha kalaha paramo mahan. Saha kalaha paramanuhu vai yaha bhunkte paramanutam satah avisesha bhuk yaha tu saha kalaha paramo mahan. Now, Saha kalaha paramanuhu vai yaha bhunkte paramanutam. Then abhisesha bhuk. Okay. Now, the period required for the sun. Okay. Now the indicator of time is now beginning. Where do I start measuring time, right? Which is immeasurable. Time is immeasurable, but I measure it in associated with gross substances. So where do I start measuring it? The time period required for the sun. Sun is the Aditya, it is called. The Aditya is an indicator of time that we have. Every sunrise I see, Aditya means one who is robbing me of my own allotted lifespan. So he is calculating, he is measuring Aditya. So an indicator of time, which is sun, is the period the sun takes to pass through a paramanu. the smallest irreducible atom that we talked about, an hydrogen atom in our language. What is the period for the sun ray to go through that atom? That is the beginning of measure of time, the immeasurable time. The beginning measure of time is that. That's a basic building block for the material universe. The basic building block for the material universe is the atom. And the basic building block for the measurement of immeasurable time associated with the gross universe is the period taken by sun to pass through one atom. That is point one. Then the sun also passes through the whole existence, the whole universe, so to speak. Okay? And that entire thing that it goes through to what we call as the 12 rasis, right? The 12 zodiac signs that it has to go through, covering everything. And that period of time is called Mahakalam, or massive time, or we call it as the year, 1 year in our language. Okay, to the 12. Now, with these two measurements of time, again, the invisible becomes visible. The invisible atom becomes a visible object through combinations of atoms, right? Associated with that, how long does the sun take to go through an atom? That is a basic fundamental measurement of time. And as an object is formed, correspondingly, the time taken by the sun to pass through the various combinations of atoms is measured. At different units of time comes there. For the sun to pass through the 12 zodiac sign, the 12 rasis, that is called 1 year. With these two measurements of time, then Maitreya is going to describe what a yuga is, what a manvantram is, and what Dvipararda is. Dvipararda is the life of Brahma. Okay? It's talking from microcosm to macrocosm, which is either on the lowest level, I cannot imagine it. My mind is not able to conceive. And the highest, when you go to the Brahma thing and all that, mind cannot conceive those numbers. Between this, we are existing. So he says, with this is Slokam number 4. Saha kalaha paramanuhu vai, that kalam, that time, paramanu through the atom vai, bhumte paramanutam. Bhumte, the time it takes to pass through one paramanu. Okay? And that is the paramanutam. That is the basic unit of measurement of time. Sataha avishesha book. All the various forms that are existing there in total, you have to saha kalaha, for the sun to go through all the various things that are appearing in the universe. That time is called Paramo Maha. That is called the great time, Mahakalam, okay, which we call as a year for the 12 rasis. So with these two blocks, now later on in the succeeding slokams, you will see various units of measurement of time. We are talking about a minute, a second, a microsecond and all. No, this actually starts much, 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 much smaller than that and goes to something that is so big that it's inconceivable for the mind. But the basic building block has been given in this slokam. Relates to, again I repeat, relates to the passage of sun, which is a light energy. Okay? So how does a light travel through an atom? And how does a light travel through the 12 rasis? Now you tell me, this theory of relativity that Einstein came up with in science, which is the equation between energy and matter. Okay? And he calls it as E equal to mc square. Rishis have already on the plane talking about the light energy turning into a gross matter. And they also equated that with time, the basic units of time, and then the fundamental other units are being built up, and then you will see how the relationship between energy and matter, same way the matter finally disappears, and the same thing is applicable in a reverse form. Okay? Yaha kalaha paramanuhu vai yaha bhunte paramanutam satah avisesha bhuk yaha tu saha kalaha paramo maha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.